cancer 2 years ago. He thought, what can I do to help her out? Then he remembered her red velvet cake recipe and thought, that is so good. People might just buy it. And boy, have they ever. Anthony Lewis joins us now from his kitchen to talk about his red velvet cake and what a difference it has made. Hi, Anthony.
How are you? How are you?
Very well. This is your mom's recipe?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
So tell us about growing up eating this red velvet cake, and what was it that made you go, light bulb, I could use this?
Well, she made this cake when we were younger. I would say about 5 or 6 years old, and she made it for the family members and a lot of the church members. And when she made this red velvet cake, it took her a while to kind of, get the recipe down pat to how she wanted it. And when she started to make it for people in the church and the family members, everybody fell in love with it. So, I mean, it was just a different response than you would get from a regular cake. So, and it was always requested. Whenever there was a holiday or just family gatherings, they always would call and say, hey, Selena, can you make the cake for us? So, it's really popular back then.
Mm-hmm.
And really popular now.
It is. Over 3,000 of these. Anthony, how hands-on was your mom, even when she was going through treatments and you said, I'm going to make red velvet cake to try to help raise funds for you? Was she trying to tell you how to make it right? Was she critiquing your red velvet cake that you were making for her?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because to start it off, I asked her and I said, hey, can you show me how to make the red velvet cake? And she said, are you sure you want to do this? And I said, I can. She was like, I'm going to have to show you step by step. And I was like, okay. So she took the time and she showed me, step by step on how to do it. And so when I went home to try it a couple of times, I would bring it back to her and say, okay, can you try this for me and let me know what you think? And like the first 2 or 3 times, she's like, you might want to try this. Did you do this step? So she made sure it was right before I had it down pat.
And how did you go about finding customers to buy your red velvet cake?
Well, what I did was, when it came down to her treatment and I seen it was getting really expensive, I just thought, I put myself in a customer's position. So I started to think, people don't buy what they don't know. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, I can't just say, hey, I have this cake and it's for sale. So I went on social media and I said, I have a red velvet cake and I would like you guys to try it. I said, and I'll be selling it and I'm going to call the business Selena. And I said, but if you'd like to try it, let me know and I'll let you sample it for free and I'll even deliver it to you. And I know people, if it's free, even if it doesn't taste the best, people will take it. You know what I'm saying? So when I did it, they started pouring in like, I'll try it. Hey, I'll try it. What's the worst they can have? And it's free. I'll try it. And everybody started trying it.
And then they started buying.
Exactly. When they tasted it and they seen it was actually good, they were like, oh my God, it's really good. How much is the cake? How much is the cupcake? So that's how it started.
Now, I know your mom is cancer-free now, which is amazing to hear. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. But I know now you still keep making them. You donate to the Florida Cancer Specialists Foundation. So how come when she was finally cancer-free, you didn't just say, all right, well, I can finally stop making 3,000 red velvet cakes?
Well, what I thought was, the Florida Cancer Specialists Foundation, number one, was a huge help with my mom as far as everything, everything that they could do, they did, kept her upbeat, kept the family involved. And, I thought we finished, when she beat cancer, I thought, she's done that part of it and that's over for us. But then there are more people that are out that are still going through the same thing that might be having trouble with, finding funding or, a lot of the time it's not so much that people, can't get they're having problems with the cancer. It's just that they can't get the treatment. And I thought that we continue to make it and then donate to the Florida Cancer Specialist Foundation, we might be able to help somebody else that might not be able to afford the treatment.
What is it about your red velvet cake that makes it so special?
I think it's a different red velvet cake than the typical red velvet cake, simply because a lot of people will taste red velvet and they'll say, it's basically a chocolate-based cake, and, that's pretty much red velvet. And a lot of people say, I don't like red velvet because it tastes that, it has a distinct taste to it, but this one is different. So it's not just like the typical red velvet cake that everybody says, oh, I tasted that. It's a chocolate-based cake. It's nothing like that. And so when they try it, they're like, oh, my God, this is really good. I mean, I'm swayed a lot of different people that will say, oh, it tastes like a cornbread or a chocolate-based cake, and they'll try this, and they're like, I usually don't like red velvet cake, but this is really, really good.
Anthony, we got about 15 seconds left. I know you're about to ice it. Can you take your phone camera, bring it over to the cake and ice it so we can look at it all close up?
Okay.
And while you're doing that, tell us how we can get your red velvet cake.
Okay.
A lot of instructions. Let
All
us
right.
see the cake.
Wow,
Cake.
Danny.
Tell us how to get the cake. I'm trying to sell. I'm a pitch man. I'm his hype man. I didn't want to see it.
You're making him work. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Really good
That's
now?
perfect.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
perfect.
You've got 5 seconds. How do we get your cake?
You can reach us on Instagram at _Selinas Red.
Selinas Red?
_Selinas Reds _ on Facebook at Selinas Red Velvet and on Twitter at _Selinas Red _.
Selena would be your mom.
Yes, ma'am.
She must be very proud. Anthony Lewis, thank you very much. I would love to come over and try some of that red velvet cake.
Absolutely. Anytime.
We'll be right back.